What's up EFD squad and happy new year. Welcome back to Scout Report, and with the January transfer window well underway, let's take a look at 5 players who can be picked up for cheap. 5. Michy Batshuayi. Michy Batshuayi has had one of the most frustrating careers for any striker at the top level in recent years. Since moving to Chelsea from Marseille in 2016, he has failed to score 10 in a league campaign, damning for a player who hit 17 goals and 9 assists in his final season in France. His time at Stamford Bridge has been defined by multiple managers deeming him not good enough to cut it as the club's main man up top, and has been sent out on loan to 3 different clubs over the last 2 years. Perhaps the defining statistic of his Chelsea career is the fact that despite racking up 44 league appearances for the Blues, he has only made 4 starts, amounting to a total of 659 minutes, around half the game time Tammy Abraham has achieved in his season alone. Unsurprisingly, this continued failure to make the team and perform consistently has resulted in Batshuayi's market value almost halving over the last 18 months, from 40 million euros to 22 million according to Transfermarkt. But at 26 years of age, Batshuayi could still be worth investing in, especially at that price. During his 6-month spell at Crystal Palace in the 2018-19 campaign, the Belgian striker scored 5 goals in 11 Premier League appearances. And while expected goals suggest he should have had closer to 4, his XG per 90 was still a respectable 0.43, around what Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is managing for Arsenal this term. Batshuayi has openly talked about wanting to stay at Chelsea and fight for his place, but with a grand total of 0 starts in the Prem and Europe at the time of recording, it's clear Frank Lampard doesn't value him that highly. A cut price move away from London is probably what he needs, and he would no doubt be an asset to any side struggling for goals this campaign. Just before we move on to number 4, have you guys subscribed to Eurofootball Daily? If you haven't, well, you can start your 2020 off to a great success. Smash that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss a video. 4. Dries Mertens. With his contract running out this summer and Napoli currently recovering from their worst run in nearly 20 years, it looks like Dries Mertens could be on his way out of the club after a near 7-year stay in southern Italy. And with talks over a new deal currently at a standstill, the latest reports are that Manchester United are considering swooping in for the Belgian should he become available on a free, with Inter Milan also rumoured to be interested. Once one of Europe's most prolific forwards, Mertens doesn't look anywhere near as potent in 2019-20. Now 32 years old, the fact the former PSV man is experiencing a decline is unsurprising. And while an expected goals and assists per 90 of 0.54 is still somewhat adequate, it's the worst average of his Serie A career, and a huge drop-off from the 0.88 just last term. This probably has something to do with the fact he is taking just 43% of his shots from inside the box, a figure that stood at 61% last season. But perhaps this is understandable when you look at the poor form of Napoli, who currently rank 7th in the Italian top flight for expected goals, having ranked 1st just 2 seasons ago, and the fact Milik is now the club's main centre-forward. Nevertheless, this drop-off coupled with his contract situation has seen Mertens' market value drop to 7 million euros. Pretty staggering for a player who averaged a goal contribution every 83 minutes last season and has already amassed 5 goals in the Champions League this term. It may be difficult to get him out of Naples this month, but considering his current situation, we wouldn't be surprised to see Mertens sign a pre-contract with someone in the coming weeks. 3. Christian Eriksen. Another player whose contract runs out in the summer, Christian Eriksen may be more attractive to clubs wanting to buy him at a cut price this winter, given his place in the Tottenham first team is currently unstable. The Danish playmaker has played just 53% of the game time available to him this season, ranking 12th in the squad for minutes played. For context, only Hugo Lloris and Toby Alderweireld played more than him last term, and his productivity has dropped off massively as a result. In 2018-19, he registered 12 assists in the Premier League, doubled the next best tally managed by Heung-min Son, while at the time of writing, he has just 2 to his name, with Son taking up the creative mantle this campaign with 7 already. And it's no surprise, Eriksen is now making just 2 key passes per 90, the worst average of his career, and he's also less of a goal threat, with his 1.8 shots a game also a career low. What's more, he's taken just one shot inside the box all season, accounting for just 8% of his total shots. His attacking prowess has well and truly been blunted. However, at 27, the former Ajax man is far from finished, and this drastic drop in performance is more likely the result of his dissatisfaction at being kept in North London last summer. He would no doubt be of good use to a club like Man United, who have long admired him, and despite his drop off in form, Eriksen still beats everyone in the Red Devil squad bar Paul Pogba for expected assists per 90. Once one of the most valuable midfielders in the world, Eriksen's contract situation has seen his valuation drop to just 20 million euros, with Daniel Levy not one to let go of an asset for free and Jose Mourinho not keen to give him game time. A move is surely not far away. 2. Emre Can. Another supposed target of Man United, Emre Can has fallen out of favour at Juventus since the arrival of Maurizio Sarri as head coach last summer. Having clocked up nearly 2,000 Serie A minutes in Max Allegri's final season in charge, the German midfielder has played just 18% of the available league minutes under the former Napoli manager, with an ageing Sami Khedira being afforded double the game time in the centre of the park. Signed by the old lady on a free in 2018, Chan's relative youth and a contract which runs until 2022 means he's still valued at a fairly sizable 40 million euros. But with the former Liverpool man short of opportunities and wanting to move away, Juve could be tempted by a lower offer. Can would be ideal for a club in need of extra steel in midfield. Last term, he averaged 4.7 tackles and interceptions per 90, with a super impressive tackle success rate of 80%. For comparison, Wilfred Ndidi stands at 72%, while at Liverpool he also created a chance a game, highlighting his tactical versatility, although his lack of specialist role has tended to hold him back in his career. Condemned to the bench in Italy, Emre Can apparently fancies a move back to the Premier League, and with Man United woefully thin in midfield, they could do worse and go for the former Red this month. 1. Edinson Cavani. Like Dries Mertens, Edinson Cavani's best days are surely behind him. But at a cut price, he could be worth investing in for a club in need of a focal point up front. Now 32, the Uruguayan turns 33 in February, and injuries have once again been an issue for him this campaign, with 15 games already missed this season. Unsurprisingly, this has had a catastrophic effect on his goal output. Cavani has played less than 350 Liga minutes and has hit the net just twice. But expected goals has him at nearly double that, with his XG per 90 standing at 1.06, the second best average of his PSG career. While this is taken from a very small sample size, it still suggests that the former Napoli man has a lot to give when he is fit. However, with his contract due up in the summer and Mauro Icardi on fire, his days at the Parc des Princes are numbered. And with his valuation dropping to just 7 million euros according to CIES, Atletico Madrid are said to be interested, with Alvaro Morata the only Madrid player to have scored more than 2 league goals this season. And it already looks like he's adapting his game to suit his older years. He's currently taking 100% of his shots from inside the box, which probably explains his high XG. And while injuries have seen his minutes drop season on season since 2017, he's still contributed to a goal every 73 minutes last term, with 18 goals and 5 assists in league play. He may only have 2 years left in him at the top level, but Cavani can nevertheless be an asset for a side who, like Atleti, need more firepower to guarantee a place in next season's Champions League. So those were our 5 players we think your club could buy in January on the cheap. But have we missed out anyone else? Please let me know in the comments below. If you've enjoyed this video and want to see more EuroFootball Daily content, please click on screen right now. And as always guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.